I want to show you a project that I worked on where I transform an old jeans into a skirt with this kind of frill on the waist. First of all, I fold the, the length of the leg to the pocket, and I have to check how long it is. This is around 48 centimeters for my jeans, so I cut it right in there for both the legs. After cutting the legs, I'm going to open them from one of the sides and stitch them together. And then I cut the jeans from the middle because we will be needing this piece of fabric to create a bigger piece of fabric using this side of the jeans. I will be removing this pocket and then cutting in a rectangle to have the piece of fabric, and then I will be putting together all the pieces, the 4 pieces of the jean, to create a bigger piece of fabric, and then create the skirt from there. On this side of the jeans, I already draw the line from where I'm going to cut the fabric. I already cut the extra fabric on this side, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Once you have all the pieces, you have to stitch them together to have a bigger piece of fabric. Then you need to measure the widest part of your hip and be sure that the length of the fabric is a little bit longer than your hip, because we will be using an elastic to wear it. I put together 3 of the 4 pieces of fabric using pins, and the other one I'm going to cut it in 3 or 4 strips of 8 centimeters, and I'm going to add them in this part to use it on the waist of the skirt, because I don't want a mini skirt. Okay, I already put together all the pieces, and I'm going to close them, putting sewing in this part, and the extra fabric that I added at the top, I fold it in half, and I'm going to insert the elastic from here, and it will be just half of the elastic, and the rest is going to be frilled on the hip. Here I added 2 stitches, one for the frill on the hip and another one to insert the elastic. I also cut the hips because I will be using this part to create a belt for the skirt. I already unstitched the hip of the jeans, and I'm going to cut it right in the middle, and then I'm going to sew one of the edges together to create a long strip from which I'm going to create the belt. These pieces are already stitched together, and now I'm going to fold them in half and add another stitch in the edge to close it. Ta-da! Here we have our belt, and later we'll be using these things to sew it in the skirt to keep our belt in place. Ta-da! This is the final product. We have the skirt, the frill on the hip, the belt, the things to keep it in place, and everything